Hello everyone, welcome to the NMAMIT Institute of Technology YouTube channel. Today, me Chandana and my friend Ankita from the Information Science and Engineering Department 6th semester will be demonstrating how to simulate a cloth falling on the ground with wrinkled effect using Blender. We'll be using Blender version 2.79b. So let us start. For the previously mentioned video, the components required will be 2 poles, wind, cloth, rope, camera, lamp and a ground. Let us see how we can create the 2 poles. First, we delete the default cube by pressing X and then delete. Now, add a cylinder by going to Add menu, selecting Mesh and then Cylinder. Scale the cylinder on the Z axis by pressing S and Z to make the cylinder thinner. Scale it to the desired length by pressing S again. Drag the right menu till you see the Materials tab. Go to Materials and add a new material. Go to Diffuse and select the desired color. Now duplicate the pole by pressing Shift D, G and Y axis to translate it on the Y axis. Select both the poles by pressing Shift and right button. Move it behind by pressing on the red arrow and dragging it behind. Thus, we have created the support for the rope. Next, let us see how the rope can be created. Add the circle by going to the Add menu, selecting Mesh and then Circle. Rotate the circle on the X-axis by pressing R, X, 90 and enter. Press 1 for front view and 5 for orthographic view. Scale down the circle by pressing S, 0.1 and enter. Zoom into the circle by mouse wheel up. Press Tab to go into the edit mode and make sure all the vertices are selected. Press G, 0.1 and enter. Press Tab to go back into the object mode. Pan the view somewhat like this by pressing the mouse wheel button. Press Shift D to duplicate the circle. Press R, Z, 90 to rotate the circle on the Z axis and press enter. Press Shift R to repeat the action. Press Shift and right mouse button to select all the circles. Press Ctrl J to join the circles. Drag the right menu till you see the Modifiers tab. Go to Modifier, Add Modifier and select Screw Modifier. Select the axis as Y axis. Increase the screw value to 8.1 and press enter. Zoom out. Increase the iteration value till you want the desired length of the rope and press enter. Rotate the rope on the X-axis by pressing R, X, 90 and enter. Go to the Materials tab, add a new material. Go to Diffuse and select the desired color for the rope. Thus, your rope has been created. Next, let us see how to create the cloth, add wind to the cloth and how to create the ground. To create the cloth, go to Add menu, select Mesh and Plane. Rotate the cloth on the Y axis by pressing R, Y, 90 and enter. Zoom into the cloth. Press Tab to go into edit mode. Scroll down until you see Subdivide and press Subdivide 5 times. Now press A to deselect all the vertices. Press B to select only the top 2 vertices. Drag the right menu. Go to the Data tab and select New Vertex Group and press on Assign. Press Tab to go back into object mode. Press Smooth to smoothen the cloth. Go to Modifier, Add Modifier and select Subdivision Surface. Go to the Physics tab, select on Cloth and select the presets as Silk. Press on Pinning and select the group as Group. Now deselect the cloth. Add a force field to the cloth by going to Add, Force Field and Wind. Rotate the wind on the y-axis by pressing R, Y, 90 and Enter. Increase the strength of the wind to 500 and press Enter. Move the wind a bit behind. Now click on Animate. Thus, we can see that the cloth is moving. Stop the animation. To add the ground, go to Add, Mesh and Plane. Scale the plane by pressing S, 6 and Enter. Move the plane down by pressing the blue arrow. Go to the Physics tab, add collision and increase the collision factor to 1 and press Enter. Now click on Animate again. Select the cloth, go to the Physics tab and unpin. Now we can see that the cloth is falling on the ground with wrinkled effect. Stop the animation. Add texture to the ground by selecting the ground, going to Materials, adding New Material and selecting the diffuse color. Add texture to the cloth by going to Material, selecting New Material and selecting a diffuse color. Thus, we have created a cloth. Press on Animate. We can see that the cloth is falling on the ground since we have unpinned it. The cloth falls on the ground with wrinkled effect. We can add texture to the cloth by selecting the cloth, going to Texture and adding a new texture. We can add an image if required by selecting Image or Movie and opening an image. Similarly, we can do to the ground. To make the cloth fall while the image is being rendered, make sure that the cloth is selected. Go to the camera icon and select the format as AVI JPEG. Now click on Animation. After a certain while, go to the Physics tab and unpin the cloth. Now the cloth starts falling. This is how you can save the image as a video. While the image is being rendered, go to Google and type Blender Textures. Select cloud.blender.org. This site gives you a variety of textures you can apply for your fabrics or the ground. Select the desired texture. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe for more videos.